Is this a welcome back one?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be a start to the show one, is it? Oh, look at those eyes.
He's going. He's going.
Oh, am I going to get a point? Am I going to get a point?
Welcome back to the podcast, the Pacifist Podcast.
Welcome back. Lead the conversation.
Welcome back to the Pacifist Podcast. Right, where did we leave off?
Was thinking. I can't remember what I was thinking though, because I've got a lot on my mind at the moment. That's right. Yeah. Your favourite depiction of a apocalypse from any game, movie, any media source. Your favourite depiction of an apocalypse scenario. And there's loads to choose from.
Oh yeah, millions. Go on then, James.
I'm going to need a minute for this one.
You need a minute. Okay. Well, Mushu, it's your question. Why don't we break from the
from the norm and just throw it back at me?
Throw it straight back at you. Yeah,
okay. Well, I'm gonna avoid the zombie theme for the moment, because obviously I'd love a zombie apocalypse, but we've talked a lot about that, so I'm gonna mix it up a bit. I mean, technically, I don't know. The Last of Us, the fungus thing,
okay.
do they count as zombies?
That's a little bit like that movie with the girl, isn't it? What was that called? It was a book about a little girl, and there were like these mushrooms.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, but I like that idea. I like the idea of nature taking back.
Like The Happening, where the trees kill you. Ooh.
You know what? Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, that film. I really like that film. It got slated a lot, but that's the sort of thing I like, because suddenly, like, it would be so frightening, because nature is everywhere, and you just know that you're fucked if you're up against nature. If Mother Nature decides that humans don't belong on this earth, you are fucked.
Yeah, that's right. I'm so terrible at Googling. Do you know, I just Googled trying to find out the name of that movie.
Do I want to know?
Mushroom Girl Zombie. This is what we leave it to Jesus. It's got the word girl in it, though, isn't it?
The first search result comes up, Pornhub, welcome back.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back, Peanut.
Yeah. No, but you are right about The Happening, which is the movie, what was that, Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
One of those fucking guys. Yeah, I didn't hate that as much, but I was a bit disappointed when it was like, you fucking killing me. That's like, it's just like super bad hay fever.
Yeah.
Technically, I have as well, like to the extent I have hay fever pills to hand.
No one was disbelieving you, Peanut.
No,
it's all right. You don't have to prove it.
Just a convenient prop. I mean, he's got coop trees right and centre, and I've got hay fever pills. Shows where we're at in our lives.
I got half a bag of snacks.
Half a bag of snacks. Squidgy snacks or crunchy snacks? That's the real question.
Crunchy. Yeah. Or how about? It's got to be said. You know, we're talking about our favourite depiction of an apocalypse.
Yeah, I like mine,
you what? Sorry.
I know mine, by the way.
Hit me with it, because I've got a feeling you're about to say what I was about to say.
Oh, now there's pressure. Stephen King's The Stand. Captain Trips. I mean, the pandemic that I was expecting and Corona did not fucking deliver.
That wasn't what I thought you were going to say, but yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Well, because obviously I would go for The Walking Dead or Night of the Living Dead or one of them, but we have just talked basically for nearly an hour about zombies. Whereas The Stand, with exception of like the last 2 chapters where the fucking hand of God comes down and detonates a nuke to kill all the bad.
The promise has been kept as God has willed it. Amen.
Larry! Do you see it? The hand of God. Get away! Fire! Fire!
done good, boys. Come on home.
Take us home.
Bloody good people left up in the fucking mountains of, I don't know fucking wherever they go. Oh, geez, that sort of place.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. Wherever, like, I don't care where they're from. Boulder, like maybe. Who cares? Colorado. That's mountainous, isn't it? I'm just saying places. I'm just listing shit. Apart from that, I think that was one of the best depictions. I mean, the film was a bit shit with Lieutenant Dan and Rob Lowe in it.
Rob
as
Lowe,
like
yeah.
the young deaf guy. If you take all of the religious aspects out of it, it was a pretty amazing pandemic thing. Plus, I'm a Stephen King fan, so I've read pretty much all of his shit. And the Man in Black from the Gunslinger books just so happens to be fucking walking through it, doesn't he? He's the main guy from the Dark Tower.
Dark Tower, yeah.
Randall Flagg from The Stand is the guy, the Man in Black. Doesn't matter. That's a little Easter egg throughout the Stephen King books. But yeah, I thought the book in particular was a fantastic depiction, and it also did all those cool things like fucking a month later when everybody's dead and people are just sort of getting on with life and like,
yeah,
what do I do? I've got no batteries, and there's a guy painting a picture and he's keeping his beer cool in the river, and like the guy with the dog comes walking along. I'm like, that there'd be a lot of that. I mean, after if the pandemic had actually kicked off and 99% of the world's population had died off, you'd have been left with a few towns that genuinely had no people left in them.
yeah.
And, very likely, if it killed 99% of people, probably higher than that, actually, with the amount of people that were left. We say 99.9%, so 1 in every, 1,000? Is that quick math? Or is that
Yeah,
math?
good fuck it, mate. Well, I don't know. It's maths, mate, so I'm out.
Yeah. Well, okay, so do you have, Jeeves, what's the population of the Isle of Wight?
Approximately 197,000.
197,000. So that'd be 100 people on the Isle of Wight. Very likely.
You didn't even Google that.
Yeah, well, he's working out how
Well,
long
it was.
takes
I
to go through
think
them all.
it actually went down. Hang on.
What, because of Corona?
No, because I Googled it years ago. My uncle. But I think I Googled it again not long ago and it changed.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I only wanted a rough idea to give a perspective of how many people would be left on the Isle of Wight. And if we say 1,000 people, you could quite easily, if you were
a lot of space.
If you were in like one of the smaller villages, you could probably go a couple of weeks before anybody came across you. I mean, any normal person would go looking, wouldn't they? They'd go to Newport or Ryde or wherever.
It's 141,538.
I couldn't care less about the fucking details, man. I just wanted a rough idea. 100,000 would have done. But well done. You are a genuine hero. Yeah,
He just sits there looking at you like, what?
Yeah, I know. What an absolute arsehole he is. I mean, why am I here?
Okay, yeah.
So
Why am I here?
Google?
Well, we're doing that ourselves. But because of your lovely hairy chest.
Me and Sam are too old to use technology. You've got to be here.
Yeah, exactly. You Google. Oh, look, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh. Is this going to be a regular feature?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Fucking Jeeves' hairy nips.
Yeah. Oh, and he always does that little smile at the end of it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least you still got your beard. That was unsettling.
So go on then. Jeeves, what about you, mate? What are you thinking?
He's thinking, what would win in a fight?
He's not thinking, is he?
Or
Look,
piranhas.
you can see inside his head at the moment. It's like,
It sounds a little bit like a modem from back in 1990.
What was the question?
fuck! Right, your favourite depiction of an apocalypse scenario from any media, so any video game, film, series that you've watched.
28 Days.
Okay.
Really, virus.
Yeah, that one. I don't know why, but that one always seems to me like that sort of shit could happen. if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, of all the zombie scenarios, it's probably the most likely, isn't it? It's the most realistic, I guess.
Technically not zombies, though, were they? They were infected.
No.
Well, this is it. Yeah, I quite like that.
Virus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they died out, didn't they? I didn't like the second one, though. The second one was
I did
weird.
and I didn't.
What did you like about it?
I liked that it was not just like they took 28 days later and then filmed it in a different location. It was a case of they were trying to repopulate and get back into England.
Yeah.
So they was trying to do it, and then just watching it all go tits up, and then fucking at the end, the whole fucking world's got it.
Well, did you really
can I
got my
just
tits about that?
Can I just ask that you just pop a quick spoiler alert in there because Deep's just gone through the whole plot.
Yeah. I mean, it did come out 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably okay on that one.
Maybe, yeah.
We should hope so, anyway. I hated about that movie is the whole of England got wiped out. It was fairly well documented. They knew exactly what was going on. They start repopulating. They bring all the expats. We've been booted out of every other fucking country because of that stupid virus that killed everybody. They put everyone on the Isle of Dogs, which just feels bleak, if I'm honest. I would hate to be fucking stuck there. And then 2 or 3 infected get loose. Oh, spoiler alert, by the way. So the Americans decide to herd everybody with a virus that spreads faster than fucking corona into a fucking mess hall and just lock them in there, as opposed to maybe shutting them away in their flats and being like, oh, everybody stay home, Boris Johnson style. It feels like I was almost positive about Boris Johnson then. The guy is a fucking knobhead, but he did tell everybody to stay at home instead of packing everybody into a fucking stadium and letting it run rampant through it. That really got on my nerves. It's like you've got snipers on every building. Why not just say, lock your doors, stay inside for a bit, go to bed. Nice.
It's coming across. Yeah, it is coming across that aggravated you a bit.
Yeah, it did. Really ground my gears. I was so hyped for that movie as well. I remember seeing the first one in the cinema. That's how old I am. And it was incredible. And they've been, I think it was around 2006, wasn't it? I mean, I don't know the exact time, but I know that we had the remake of Dawn of the Dead, the fast zombie version with the dad from Modern Family in it. I know the guy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the only nasty character he's ever played in his entire career. But that came out, and 28 Days came out all around the same sort of time. So I was really, really hyped for 28 Days Later, and it delivered. It was just absolutely brilliant. And then they left us for like 5 years, and then
it was
28 Weeks came out, and it was just
shite.
Had a better cast, but it was shit.
No, fair dues. What I thought your answer was going to be, Sam, because I know that me and you have both been like fucking mental over it at the moment. Yeah, is Badlands, Into the Badlands.
Oh yeah, that has been good. But I see. I don't know the history of why that's gone. You see, that's dystopian, isn't it? That's not so much apocalyptic dystopian. And I love that. I love the rebuilding of civilizations in, reforming it in a totally different way. But I don't know how it quite got there.
No, but is that important? It's an apocalyptic future, isn't it?
Yeah, but you said the best depiction of an apocalypse, not the best depiction of a dystopian environment after. Because I probably wouldn't pick The Stand, because The Stand is a fucking hell, Mushu. You get your questions right, you stupid.
I think Sam's gone angry, man.
It's not angry, but I mean, I was answering a different question.
Fair enough.
Found Sam's version of potatoes for you, Andy.
Yeah,
we've done the potato thing.
Right, I'm out of here.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll ignore that then. Okay, we'll go with your original then. I'm not changing. I'm not changing my answer. So this rules Mad Max out as well then, because we don't really know what's happened there either.
Yes, it does. But if you were to ask me what my favourite depiction of a post-apocalyptic dystopian future would be, Mad Max would be it in a heartbeat. You asked for an apocalypse. You didn't ask for the time after.
I hope you've got that forehead cock writing on standby, like saved on your editing software, because fuck me, you're going to need to paper yourself in that shit.
Do you know what? I hadn't even thought of Mad Max. What a brilliant one that is, though.
Yeah, you see, I mean, in itself, I love the idea of like just these sort of futures where, you know, the whole world's gone to shit, anything goes, but there's starting to be little semblances of civilian sort of culture coming back into the world. You know, you got little gangs and shit like that. It's all very tribal and back to sort of Iron Bronze Age and shit like that. I love all that shit. All that shit. It's great.
What's that movie with? Oh God, I've got to be careful what I say now. The world still hasn't healed. He's a black fella. He's blind, and he has a Braille Bible.
Book of Eli, I believe you're talking about.
Book of Eli,
yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah. I feel like I put it diplomatically as I could. That I feel like that's a perfect example of what you were just saying.
Yeah.
About the rebuilding society. Obviously, they're trying to the God there with the King James Bible. But I really enjoyed that until the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that you bring that up, though, because I think one of the first things that would emerge after an apocalypse would be religion again. It would be a new religion because humans are stupid and they need something. They need a higher power to believe in. They need the hope that there's something looking after them. You can't give your average person just freedom to do what they want, because it's frightening for them. You know, people need to be told what to do. We're sheep by nature, and the first thing you do when there's no one telling you what to do is you create something. So I guarantee you, within a few weeks, you'd have the cult of the burning church or something like that, and they'd all worship a big fucking building or something stupid. It's what happens with every civilization.
The worship of solar.
Oh, hell, the sheep deer.
The sheep deer. We love a sheep deer.
We do. Religion would be one of the first things. Now you want to plug. Fuck me, he's on fire. Yeah, but the other thing about religion is it's a perfect tool for controlling people. You know,
the whole point of that movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a weapon. It's not a really good weapon.
It is. It always has been. Religion always has been a weapon. You know, not many wars are fought over things other than religion. Maybe territory, but somewhere in territory.
Use it as a justification as well.
Yeah,
sorry,
they used to.
What did you say then? Sorry, I missed that.
They used to use religion as a justification, because they did it in the Middle Ages where you don't believe in my religion, we're taking back the Holy Land and everything like that, you know.
The Crusades and all that.
Yeah, I mean, people have just been cunts, using religion as a reason to be cunts forever, haven't they? I mean,
yeah. But that's the thing; it's a handy reason. So the first thing you're going to want to set up when you start your new religion, when you start your new civilization, is you need to set something up so you can be cunts.
Well, you guys can. I'm not going to set that. A quick plug to the people of the dystopian future. Join me. Vote for me. There'll be no religion. We're not gonna dick about with that. But you know, the overall general rule of Catholicism, not fucking boys. No, we're gonna strike that one from the record. That's something I feel like it's not really a needed thing in my new religion either. It's not. I feel like we can do without that. But the whole treat others as you'd like to be treated, which is all I ever took away from religion, I think is actually quite a nice. You know, I mean, I don't want people to treat me how I treat Jesus. Just to clarify, which I suppose is probably down there now, maybe down there, but it doesn't matter. But as a rule, it's quite a nice one, isn't it? I mean, it's
I think there's a lot worse places to start if you're going to have a golden rule. You know, treat other people like you'd like to be treated. It's perfect unless you like being like whipped with thorny branches or something like that, you know. in which case you're probably going to come off a bit of a cunt.
My mind has just been blown. The writer of the Bible was clearly a bit submissive and a little bit kinky.
Oh God!
My favourite thing. This is probably when I lost faith, because I think most people start their lives having a bit of faith, don't they? Did you go to some sort of religious school and you believe in, everything? I don't want to ruin anybody's hopes and dreams or anything, but there are certain lies that we were all brought up on that parents should be ashamed of themselves.
You're right. This is over 18s only, mate. If there's any over 18s there still believing in the tooth fairy, then fuck me, guys, get a grip.
Well, that's true. But bear in mind, I showed my boy Mad Max the other day. There's no slight chance that there's kids who might see this bullshit. Anyhow,
definitely exists.
Yeah, definitely. Tooth fairy is a legit thing, kids. Brush your teeth though; they don't want rotten ones. What I was going to say is the episode of Red Dwarf when they have you all seen Red Dwarf?
Yeah,
a long time ago.
When they get the post pod and he's watching the news and it's like the first page of the Bible has been found. It reads, "To my beloved Candy, all characters and portrayals are fictitious and made up." And I must have been maybe 10 at the time, and I was just like, really? I feel like that was the point where I was just like, do you know what? I thought it was a bit hokey in the first place.
Yeah, maybe this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was like, that probably is the first page of the Bible, It's probably those Dead Sea Scrolls. We just can't translate it. It's my beloved Candy.
Talking of different movies and that lot with their own apocalypse style things.
Yeah.
A film that I watched years ago, Waterworld.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah, there we go. That's
a great one.
Yeah, you know what? That was it was such a shame because it got such a bad review and everything, didn't it? It got slated, but what a film. And what an awesome apocalypse.
Have you seen the trailer for it? The trailer is literally the worst thing ever. I think, actually, when it comes to post-editing, we should try and put that trailer in here. I mean, it can't be too hard to capture it and stick it in.
I'll tell you what we can do. I'll tell you what we can do. Why don't we run the trailer? We could do the credits over the trailer at the end. Yeah?
That is it. Right, there we go, Jeeves. We've got a little project for you with the credits, which is 4 names. But still, you got to capture the Waterworld trailer. It's so bad. It's such a great movie. I think it went straight to... I don't remember seeing it in the cinema, but I'd have been really young. It's such a great movie, but the trailer is just the worst thing ever. From the voiceover to every clip that they've put in it, it just looks like total dog shit.
See, that would make me want to watch it. The amount of shit films I've watched just because the trailers are fucking terrible. It's amazing.
Oh.
I watched it on VHS.
Amazing.
VHS.
Mate, nothing else existed. I mean,
is it that old?
Yeah, it's that old. It's like 1991, maybe at a push. I mean, you're googling it now. I can see everyone's got that look of youngling. When you just look down the whole time. Oh
fuck! You know what? I fucked it already. I'm in a water park in Spain.
1995.
1995. Oh, look, we got there at the exact same time.
How did you find that so quick? And I'm currently browsing a water park in Spain.
Because I don't get sidetracked.
What, by Spanish lifeguards?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mush.
Spanish boys.
Spanish boys? Oh.
No, that's not not part of my religion, mate. Yeah?
No.
What's Peanut's favourite line? You got a pretty mouth.
You sure do got a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think Waterworld's great because that's one of those real sort of apocalyptic survive or die, like change your whole way of life or die. Yeah. Which is how an apocalypse should be.
It's also bollocks. I mean, the one thing they didn't get with that is that, like, the years. It doesn't. I don't think it even says the fucking year. Obviously, it starts off with the. Who is it? Paramount or Universal that shows the picture of the Glurf? I think it's Glurf.
Universal, I believe.
I didn't know if I was going for Globe.
I'm just looking at your hair at the moment. There's one bit trying to make a break for it. You haven't quite got pissed hair yet, though.
No, I haven't. I was thinking about going and getting another beer actually. I can work on that. I've got the hair tonic to hand.
Get on. Hair tonic.
Oh, it's warm. It's not warm. That's almost hot.
Hot hair tonic.
Hot hair tonic, which meant I got hot hair tonic gases going in. Oh, must keep that in the fridge. At the beginning of it, it's like, in the future, I'm going to cut that.
No, no, you're not allowed to keep in all the bits where we fucking make a cock out of ourselves.
Yeah.
Your mates will be like, I've got some feedback for you. Get rid of those two other fucking idiots because you're always perfect and they're shit.
Yeah, anyway, it starts and it's like, in the future, the polar caps have melted. And all of a sudden, water displacement isn't a fucking thing. Those ice, they push water up, don't they? And as it disappears, they sort of level. So yeah, the Isle of Wight might get eroded away. But based on when he swims down, spoiler alert, I mean, sorry people, if you haven't seen this film that came out in 1995, I'm ever so sorry, but it's called Waterworld. World. Oh my God. He's underwater. I know.
What?
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm fucking watching this. This sounds mental.
I know. And do you know what? There's this guy, and he can hold his breath really fucking well, and he swims down, but he swims for fucking ages, and he swims down to a skyscraper, which is high. Jeeves, how tall is the Empire State Building?
Empire State Building, I think, is it 1,492 metres?
I
was going to say about 840 foot. Does that
doesn't
equate?
matter. Because he swims down about a fucking mile.
Yeah,
so
he does, yeah.
He swims down about a mile to the top of a skyscraper and then swims down that extra 834 foot or whatever it fucking is. And, like, there's no way that the ice caps hold that much water and there wasn't that much underneath that it would... It doesn't matter. I'm not a global warming denier. I believe it's definitely happening.
I know. I was way off.
Is it like 200 metres?
443 metres to the tip.
You said that so confidently, I thought you knew.
I'm now questioning all the other bullshit that Jeeves might have fed me that I've just soaked up because he said it like so authoritatively.
1,250 feet. I was going off of the feet, not.
Meters. Yeah, of course you were. Yeah, definitely that.
The Empire State Building isn't the biggest building in the world. Anyway.
You what? Sorry.
That's not the tallest building in the world, anyway.
No, I know.
But it's an accurate representation of an average skyscraper, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't want the tallest building in the world because frankly, I don't know where in the world he was because it's covered in
water.
Yeah. No.
You see, I'd be a thing of legend in Waterworld because it'd be like legend has it there's a man somewhere that still manages to catch every fucking thing on fire despite the world being 95% water.
Yeah, and he's scared of vehicles. He's always swimming.
Yeah. Don't go near him with that boat. He freaks right out.
Yeah. He falls out.
Why would I float like that?
Well, you
can't see me down here.
We can see your pale little legs, though.
Is that his legs? I thought his shorts were haunted.
Oh, is he doing synchronized dancing?
It's definitely. We've gone into that OnlyFans sort of section of the podcast.
Well, the Pacifist Podcast and OnlyFans. We've got a special offer at the moment for our exclusive customers: £3 whole for a month's worth of OnlyFans. You get Jesus.
And I step in if he's feeling poorly.
Yeah, you do the Cadbury's eyebrows the whole time. I do nothing. I just read Harry Potter. That's it. Just sit there.
We're just a skill in itself. It's a skill in itself. Yeah. So there we go. Waterworld. What a cracking depiction of some sort of future. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
any other weird ones that get brushed under the carpet?
Well, we've not mentioned. Nobody's mentioned aliens, have they? I mean, there was that cool TV series, which for the life of me I can't fucking remember what it was called because it got axed, where aliens landed, and it was just about like the survivors. But I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I always seem to side with the rebels, and it does sort of seem that rebels more or less equates to terrorists.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, like in Star Wars, I think it's called Falling Skies or Fallen Skies, or I feel like Steven Spielberg had a hand in it as well. I might have watched it because he was playing around with it.
I think you're right. I think you're spot on there. Yeah. It had the doctor from
Falling Skies.
that Noah guy from ER in it, didn't it?
I don't know, because unfortunately my vagina was replaced with a penis when I was in the womb, so I don't actually watch ER.
Right. Let me just go and get an ice pack for that burn. Fuck. I mean, you'll get bitchy. I don't know what you're drinking tonight, mate, but fuck.
Hot hair tonic, mate. That's what I'm fucking drinking.
Go back to your whiskey milk.
Yeah, you see, that was nice.
No, it wasn't. You said it wasn't.
To whiskey gas that I was drinking. That literally made me. Ooh. I haven't done that. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with an alien apocalypse is they don't fuck off either, do they? I mean, and they're more than likely a lot more intelligent than zombies.
Definitely.
So
but
rather than just surviving, you're actually going to have to organise some form of militia or army or something along those lines if you need a chance to survive.
But do you know what aliens would be good?
Go on.
Religion would be gone in a heartbeat, because
you would imagine.
I mean, if God created the Earth, then where the fuck have these cunts come from?
Oh, are you talking about on Earth religion would be gone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, if
mate,
no, crazy religion, that's fine.
They'll find something in the Bible that'll explain away aliens, mate. There's always an answer for everything with religion. You're not going to stop people being religious. But go on.
Fair enough. But I feel like racism instantly be like, we got bigger fish to fry here. I mean, like, you're all right now. That guy, he's got 2 heads and 1 massive eye.
Yeah, I think that'll be, you're right there. Suddenly it would be like, we'd be enslaving Zorgs or whatever. And yeah, we're the better race. We're all one. Suddenly it's the humans against everyone else. And we'd just be hated. Likely. We'd just be hated by the rest of the universe instead of like everything else. So
yeah, we'd probably fuck it up. It'd probably be a diplomatic mission, and Trump would be like, "Whoa, build a fucking wall. We're gonna take those alien babies and we're gonna separate them from their parents. We're gonna lock them in fucking cages like animals." And whoa.
You can just picture his aides now, can't you? Like, sorry, Mr. President. Space walls. What are we gonna fix? Space walls.
Yeah, we're going to build it, and we're going to make them build it. Because now apparently Donald Trump is a 1950s reporter, based on that.
Space walls! God damn it, get me Parker!
Yeah.
So what alien apocalyptic film is your favourite?
Oh, I've got an instant answer to that as well, but it wasn't. Well, you asked a question and you've got an answer. Go for it. Wrong.
Battle Los Angeles.
Oh, that's a good one, that's fun.
I quite like that one.
Yeah, you know what? I watched that thinking it was going to be shit because I'd heard nothing about it. And it was one of those ones where I knew nothing about it before watching it. I was really impressed by it, actually. It was, yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was, but it was just like a really good action film, wasn't it?
Mm.
I mean, it helps when soldiers are like proper good, like the Aliens movies or the Alien series. Aliens is the one I'm referring to. Like, it's a proper good action flick. But it's not what I pick. I pick.
You couldn't pick that because it's not It's not an apocalyptic event because it doesn't happen on Earth.
No, it doesn't. And I'm not sure mine counts. But Life, you know that recent one that came out where they get something from Mars and it fucks up there and then it lands on Earth, and it felt like the first, like, patient zero of the end of Earth.
Yeah.
That felt like the best opening, the prologue to an amazing alien slash monster flick. Oh,
yeah.
Well, it lands on Earth.
I'll still watch it. I don't give a crap. In a week or so, I'll forget what you said about it and I'll watch it anyway.
Oh, you young people with your attention spans of goldfish. It's squirrel.
Don't look at me. Look at him. Fuck him. That was going so well until that.
It's all moved. We had 4 people.
I know.
Hello.
Go on then, James. What were you going to say? What film were you going to?
I gave my film, Battlefield.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. Yeah. Who was it that didn't?
You.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Mishi. Have you answered?
It's getting on a bit now. The heat's getting to me.
I think somebody's had a bit too much hot hair tonic.
Well, okay, yeah, mine. I can't remember what the film's called. I'm trying desperately to remember it. It's a fairly recent film. I don't know if you're going to let me have it because it's not technically an apocalypse, but it is a precursor to. And it's the one with Natalie Portman in it, where a meteorite lands on Earth and creates this big bubble thing.
Annihilation.
Annihilation, that's the one, yeah. That,
Yeah,
for me.
I saw it twice, and I was under some performance-enhancing experiences, and I might have nodded off both times and had to watch it for a third time with coffee. Yeah,
you see, I like that because it's not aliens that you can see. It's on an atomic level. Spoiler alert! It fucks with your DNA and it turns the humans and the creatures it encounters into alien creatures using its own DNA. And that's just like it's like an illness stroke alien. It's like an alien illness, isn't it? That's what I like, and I like the fucking crazy creature combinations you can get.
The crazy creature combinations were particularly good. Do you know
I was so be experimenting. I put Jesus in with a fucking hedgehog for a start. That would be amazing.
Oh, could you imagine? He'd come out looking like someone from Witcher.
You put me in there. I'd fucking come out like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sega! Just chasing after a gold ring.
That sound, I hated that sound all through my childhood. Sega! Really? Yeah, it's really annoying.
It makes the blood flow into places it's not meant to for me. We never had a Sega Mega Drive. The only time I got to Tesco, when Mum would do the shopping, we get to play a little bit of it there. There'd be a queue of just fucking street rats queued up to play on the fucking Sega Mega Drive that they had set up, which is a shame because they don't do that anymore with consoles, do they? Like where games are so shit now and you have to install them for 9 months before you actually, produce a game.
Yeah.
The old plug and play of the old cartridge that we used to have was such an amazing thing.
I reckon it will come back soon. You got SD cards with like 2 terabits on shit like that. That's a plug and play effectively, isn't it?
Oh, like I really hope so. I mean, it would be absolutely incredible to be able to have cartridges again, or not specifically cartridges, but something where you can put a game into a console and it just fucking works.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Oh.
But then saying that, it's all online now anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't click it
online.
Still got to wait for 60 odd gigs to download, don't you?
That is true. Yeah, very true.
Well, yeah, not trying to score points or anything, but yeah, at that times. But yeah, what I was going to say about Annihilation is I don't think they're linked in any way, shape, or form, but it really gave me vibes of the film Contact. From back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, they're nothing alike apart from the fact they deal with aliens that you can't really see. But there was like a sort of a sense of foreboding in it. In both of them. I mean, the Annihilation one was obviously a lot gorier and people were dying and getting turned into weird shit.
Yeah.
Whereas Contact was just like, oh, what's going to happen? We've got to build this machine and we're going to drop through and she's going to be broadcasting for 27 hours or whatever. But yeah, I just had like a feeling that they were, I don't know, similar.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes you can watch films, can't you? And they have, like you say, the very same vibe and shit like that. So
yeah.
I would have said more similar to Annihilation would be The Mist.
Oh, that's Stephen King.
Do they count as aliens?
No,
because they're from a different dimension. Technically, an alien is just something that's not native to your location.
Very true. You were right.
A Mexican. Have you seen
it?
I've seen it and read it. It's good.
What's that? Sorry.
Have you seen the film, The Mist?
Yes, I've seen the film. I've read the book and I've watched the series because I love the idea of it.
The series was a bit of a letdown, wasn't it?
I've only seen the film.
Yeah, series was pants. Film's great.
Yeah. Did you notice the gunslinger painting at the beginning of it? Just going into the Easter eggs within Stephen King's world. Just the night before the storm kicks in, when that tree falls on that lawyer man's houseboat.
Yeah.
That the main protagonist, the guy who has the worst ending for any film ever. Oh, that's almost as bad as Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. when that silly twat drinks that poison just as she's waking up, and she's all waking up feeling all frisky, like, ooh, Romeo. And he's like, oh, shit, I just drank the poison. I'm going to be dead in like 5 seconds. Can't do nothing in that amount of time. But yeah, he's literally painting the gunslinger stood in front of the Dark Tower.
Right.
Another little Easter egg for you. Oh, no, not you. Me. Sad losers. But yeah, as a spoiler, that ending, fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, what a situation to find yourself in, eh?
I mean, yeah, you fucking ice your new bit
Spoiler
of
alert.
Thank you. Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen The Mist, which is old as shit, a TV series has subsequently been made, which is also now old as shit, and a book which is also old as shit, you might not want to listen to the next 10 or 20
Can I just say, like, if anyone's actually watching this that hasn't seen any of the films we talk about, how the fuck have you managed to get onto the internet and find us? Please, just stick it in the comments, all right? Go on,
That's
carry
a
on.
good point, actually. Yeah. You haven't seen The Mist, but you have managed to find a random podcast with no subscribers.
7.
In the ass end of YouTube. 7. As many as 7. Man, we're basically famous. 7. Hang on. 2 of them are me.
Oh. Yeah, I think one of them's me.
Jesus hasn't subscribed. He wanted to see what the content was like first.
He thought it was shit.
Yeah.
Bad enough
It's
I've got to fucking do it.
I don't think much of that fat one or the bald one. The hairy one's got a nice chest though. Woo. But yeah, anyway, deviating there slightly. That's that fucking hot hair tonic. Yeah, at the end of that movie, when he's got like, what is it? There's like 5 of them, and he's got 4 bullets or something.
Yeah, caps them all.
Yeah, including his missus and his girl and that little boy. Oh,
yeah.
I think I'd be selfish. I'll just run with the gun. I don't need this.
Kneecap them so the creatures have got something to eat, and then run off.
Yeah, isn't there an old person in there? I
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, real Captain Cook, and just chuck her out. And be like, yeah. Ugh. And they say he did the ultimate sacrifice. He said, "I'll be right back," or whatever he fucking said. I'm going for a long walk, and I may be some time.
Yeah, that's it. Sort of go out, so they all think like, "What a legend!" Really, you're actually just going for a long walk and going home or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, putting the blinkers on the car. Put the hazards on, so it like draws everything in. And obviously fog lights, you need those on.
On the way out, just jump on the bonnet, set the alarm off. See you guys.
The future. The polar ice caps have melted, and the Earth lies beneath a watery grave. Those who survived have adapted to a new world.
What did you see out there in your 15 lunars?
Such as?
An end? An end to all this water?
You're asking the wrong person.
Pure dirt.
So what's the worth? We trading or not?
And the human dream is the search for a mythical place called dry land.
It doesn't exist!
How can you be sure?
Because I sailed farther than most have dreamed. I've never seen it.
This place, this whole way of living, it's ending.
Straight line leading directly to dry land.
Dry land is not just our destination, but it is our destiny!
Universal Pictures presents a world unlike any you have ever seen. Kevin Costner Dennis Hopper, Gene Triplehorn. Waterworld.
What have you got to do, Jeeves?
Like and subscribe.